the book called Procrastinate On Purpose, and the book is written by Rory Bateman, who is quickly becoming one of the most significant authors and speakers that we have in the business landscape. And y'all, what he basically says here is throw away everything you've ever heard about time management, because this is different. And y'all, after reading this book, this is different. And it really is a very unique approach to what is, frankly, a very old-fashioned topic. As always, what we do is we read the key quotes to you from the book to give you a flavor of what the author says. So if you'll go to page 2, under the author's biography, I'd like to read a couple of these to you. Go to the second one. The amount of busy work always expands to fill the amount of time we allow to be available. Skip 3. The focus of this book is on multiplying your time. So those people are called multipliers in the book. And what he says is the key distinction is that to a multiplier, success isn't so much about efficiency or effectiveness, it's about efficacy. And the way he defines that is, it's the quality of being successful in producing an intended result. Next one, balance is a myth that doesn't even make practical sense to pursue. A multiplier's viewpoint is one of imbalancing their focus and energy in a desired direction for a short amount of time to create a desired result. Skip 1. There's no such thing as time management. There is only self-management. I want to read you a little bit quickly what he says about that, because it's interesting. He says, you know, you can't manage time, you can't control time, you can't start time, you can't stop time. You can work fast or slow, but time carries on at the exact same rate regardless of what you or I want to do. You can, however, manage yourself. You can choose what you do today with the time you've been given. You can decide which things are worth investing yourself in and which are not. So there's no such thing as time management, only self-management, and that's all that really matters. One of the, obviously, the landmarks of this book is Procrastinate on Purpose. And there are 3 types of procrastination. There's classic procrastination, you delay what you know you ought to be doing. Creative avoidance, unconsciously filling your day with menial or trivial work. But what he talks about is priority dilution. This one affects the chronic overachievers, people who have every desire to do well, but as they become more successful, they end up with more and more responsibility, and the most significant priorities are not accomplished. And so what he says is, to somebody struggling with priority dilution, it can sometimes feel like the harder they work, the more they fall behind. For every email they send out, they get 2 more in return. And each task they complete seems to hold behind it 2 more additionally that need to be done. While they work incredibly hard, they seem to find that the Parkinson's law is also true. The amount of busy work always expands to fill the amount of time that we allow to be available. So what this diagram is, as you see on your handout, is how you create a procrastinate on purpose culture. And one of the keys to this is creating a time review, not just a financial review. Every company does a financial review, but when's the last time you saw an organization do a time review? And these are 5 things on your handout that conduct a time review. So, y'all, this again is a very different approach. Notice it's not talking about matrices and little books you carry around and buzzers that go off on your desk. It's a very, very different approach to managing time. It's one I think that you're going to see a lot of. He's going to have a lot of publicity here, and he continues to be a key player on the business landscape. Hope you enjoyed this presentation of Procrastinate on Purpose by Rory Bateman.